you live already?
No, not yet.
Mine is, but nobody's watching yet.
No.
Sorry.
We're live?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We're getting ready to double live this. Nice. All right. So here we go. What's up, Facebook? Here we are yet again. Session number 3 with Frank Petrucci. He's my boy Blue. It's like the movie. He's been great about coming in here and helping me out with this stuff for this month. My female demonstrator got sick, so I'm going to find someone else, ladies. I was looking forward to doing a female this week. I still may pull that out. We'll see. Let's see, who is it? Hannah Davis, what's up, girl? Thanks for joining us. Stick around. This is going to get good. All right, so we're live here too. Yeah, we're double live. I didn't know which way to look. Frank's got his live thing going over here for his crew. I got my live thing over here. We're just livening it up today. Okay, so let's keep moving. So the past couple of sessions we've talked about the importance of the pharyngeal. No. We use a neutral vowel UH. And we went from an N to an M, which recruited chest. It's going to drop everything, so you're going to have to recruit more muscle fiber. And then we went from an M to a B, which is even heavier, and challenged coordinations even further. As we, my last session was a really important session because we talked about the importance of pouting through each note. Not just pouting through each note, but make sure you're dropping the larynx as you get a little higher. So we got that drop and press, kind of like a workout in the gym. I want you to give me 3 drop and presses. Wow, that's what we want to do. So let's go ahead and move a little further beyond this now. Typically, what I'll do once my clients have mastered, I don't know which way to look. Once my clients have mastered the nana, mama, and baba, and they're pouting through each note, the volume spikes are non-existent. They're thinning out properly up there on all 3 consonants. All 3 consonant vowel combinations. Then we move to a wider vowel. And instead of tip-tongue tulips, a lot of vocal coaches will go from a na to a ni, a, a. I just go right for the a. Why? Because it's wide as crap. It's going to give you a hard time. So if you're watching this, wide vowels are going to make you guys, you singers, want to yell through your breaks because you're appealing to the mouth as a resonator. When everything starts to widen out, your first instinct is to blow the coordination through. Blow the air through as much as you can to the top, which is going to do what? If you blow a bunch of air at the top, what's going to happen to the coordination?
Well, it could fall.
It's just going to go away. Yeah. It's going to break apart. So that's that's a wide vowel. That's what a wide vowel do. Conversely, narrow vowels are going to do just the opposite. They're going to make you go right to head voice. So you're going to feel that desire to want to completely not completely release, but release into that small space. Whereas the wide vowel is going to make you want to go a bigger space, much bigger than you want to do. So let's concentrate on the na na na, ma ma ma, and ba ba ba. Okay, really quickly.
And the cry is also added to this.
The cry, nothing different, nothing has changed from last session. Everything we've done last time, we're doing this time, people. So the cry stays the same. We cry and pout through each note to keep us honest.
I'm nervous about this one, but I'm...
Yeah, it's okay. I'm glad you're nervous because I am too, because this is hard. A vowels are the hardest vowels. They're very wide. So, but I like to just attack this stuff. I'm calling this attacking the wide vowels. That's the title of today's lesson. So we really want to jump in here and not be afraid and get it going. So for the sake of time, everything's the same what we did last time. No, 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 no. Right? We did that last time. Now we're going to go to na, na, na. Na, na, na. Wide vowel is going to get harder. It's going to be brighter at the bottom. which is always good. But as you get past your E, F, F sharp for males, A, B flat, B for females, everything's going to start to want to be throaty and yelly. So here we go. Turn this down. That's kind of loud, huh? Na 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 na. Everybody knows the power? Na 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 na. Yep. Na 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 na. Keep those volume levels steady. Na 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 na. Yep. Power. Na 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 na. Yep. You don't want it to sound good. When you make it sound, the worse it sounds, the better you are. People have a hard time with that. They're like, what the heck? I want this to sound good. Remember what we talked about last time, though? We want to divorce ourselves from the desire to want to make these things sound good. Na 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 na. Here we go. Na 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 na. Yep. Na 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 na. Lean in. Got it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Nice. Na 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 na. One more. Na 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 na. And we're in here. Na 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 na. Nice job, bro. Really good. Notice how his volume didn't increase as he went up. He maintained that cry and kept the vocal folds in a perpetual state of alignment. So that means that he was in a much better position to be consistent as he moved through his first bridge up into his second bridge, which is he did. Really good job, Frank, for all the Franksters out there watching. Now, we're going to go from a na-na-na to a ma-ma-ma. Here again, same pretext, same reasons why we were moving from an N to an M with the vowel, same reasons we're moving to an M with the a vowel. Same thing. We just want to increase or recruit more muscle fiber, and the M is going to activate that mouth as a resonator, bringing chest to the front and creating that. You're going to create that drop in presentation. You recruit more muscle fiber, but the problem is that Y vowel is going to make it even harder as we move forward. That A is going to give us a fit. A. Here we go. Man, 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 man. Try. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. We go. Man, 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 man. Don't let go. Man, 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 man. Keep nice and bright. Man, 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 man. There it is. Edge it out. Man, 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 man. Physically edging. Man, 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 man. Nice. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. Nice. Man, 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 man. Nice. One spike. Man, 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 man. Very good, Frank. Man, 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 man. Cry it. Man, 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 man. Man. Man, 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 man. One more. Man, 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 man. Now all the way up. Trying to carry too much weight up there now. Find a smaller space. If you need to release, that's fine. Just cry for that release. Release meaning, if Frank needs to release, I want him to release into head voice, which is going to, in turn, go to a heady mix. It's going to go right to heady mix. Why is it going to go to a heady mix? Because he's crying through the release. He's not relinquishing that pout. So this stays this. Remember, folks, this is good. This is bad. We don't like this.
These are like subtle changes, by the way. Like, audience might hear like a big difference in sound, but really it's like just like slight adjustments to the.
There are slight adjustments, but here's the irony of that, though. Here's kind of the paradox of the slight adjustments. It's a slight adjustment, but if you don't make those slight adjustments, everything falls apart. Almost like you weren't doing it at all.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing how that works?
Yes, yes.
Those slight little tweaks on the way up make a Grand Canyon of the size difference by the time you reach your first break. Unbelievable. Man, 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 man. Find a small space. Man, 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 man. All the way up. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. Very nice. Man, 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 man. Steady volume. Man, 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 man. Steady pout. Man, 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 man. Make sure you open your mouth. Man, 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 man. Get more presentation. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. Every note. Man, 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 man. Nice job. Nice job. Very good. take a second, drink some water. I wish I had some water. I forgot mine, so I'm not going to run out in the middle of this. But I hope you guys and gals are understanding what we're doing, why we're doing it. We start with an N as in Nancy. It's nice and it's pharyngeal. It's bright. It's easy to facilitate for all vocalists coming in here, especially you noobs out there who have never had voice lessons before and are wondering, all right, what in the world do I do to start strengthening my vocal folds, strengthening the muscle fiber? No. N-U-H. Perfect. Nice pharyngeal consonant. Makes it easy to ascend. Now, let's up the ante, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go from a ma to a B. Ba. It's percussive, and it's even heavier than that M. So we're going to challenge those coordinations. Ba. Like a sheep. Ba. Except don't do that. Ba. Right, go.
Ba.
Yep.
Ba.
Y'all stay with me here.
Ba.
Yeah.
Ba.
Way to go, Frank. So you can feel that weight now. Passing this first bridge. Keep it right. Keep it right. Be percussive. Tap that beat.
Okay.
Ba. Why do I want you to be percussive when you do it? I want you to be intentional. Attack that beat. There you go. Nice. One more. Last one. Really cry up there. Attaboy. Now, hear that rasp? You hear that? Some people think, oh, is that discoordination? Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. It's just mucus.
Yeah.
So if you guys at home doing this, if you feel areas of gravel in your presentation as you're moving up, especially with the wide valve, because the wide valve is going to absolutely make you do this, it's not always because you're doing it wrong. Sometimes you're just shaking junk loose off of there. If you see me moving like this, guys, it's because I have a camera over here and I have a camera over here. I don't know which one to play to. But keep it precise. Don't overshoot it. Yep. That's just phlegm right there. I can hear that.
Yeah, what happened is I tried to eliminate it, and that's when I was making mistakes.
Right.
I try to, you know.
Right, and that's important. We talked about this. Sometimes you'll think that mucus is not mucus, but it's just I'm not doing it right. Something's wrong because I'm not getting a clear, precise presentation. It's not a clear attack. It's a clear attack, but the ah is gravelly. It's discoordinated. It's moving around a lot. You're hearing that interruption in coordination. But it's not. I'm telling you right now, folks, especially this time of year, so many allergies running
In
around.
Nashville.
Oh
I
my
don't know how
gosh,
many viewers are like outside Nashville,
this is the worst state, man. The Indians call this the sickly state. Did you know that?
no. I didn't know.
Yep. Way back in the day when this Nashville was first founded, the Indians called it the sickly state because we're in a bowl. Allergies abound here, which is ironic because this is where all singers are.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy, man.
What's this?
It's another nature's conspiracy. She's got to get us. Go. And make it bright here. Be intentional. Make sure you keep that beat percussive because when you're intentional with that, you really lean into the whole, not just the B, but that attacking the B is going to really make you lean into the ah. Ba! Ba! It's like pushing off of a wall. Boom. Ba! Ba, 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 ba. Go. Ba, 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 ba. There. Ba, 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 ba. Don't lose that. Do it again. Ba, 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 ba. Good. Now, incidentally, so for those of you watching, if you mess up, you're going up and all of a sudden there's, even on your low notes, sometimes, a lot of times actually, I'll get my clients to come back down. As they're moving back down, they get back into their comfortable range. And a lot of times, they'll take that area for granted because it's easy. don't ever do that. We want to make sure that you are pouting through every single note. Because remember, it's typically not the note in question that's giving you the problem. It's the notes right before it. Because we're not setting it up right. So those runway notes, runway, 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 top, right? Especially here, start your second bridge. Really important that these runway notes solid, crying through every single one. Now, so let's recap really fast. What have we done today? Why did we do it? What we did was we went from a na 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 to a ma 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 to a ba ba ba, right? Then we went from the vowel, we went to an a. Now I could have gone in between. I could have gone na na and gradually became wider and wider. I do that, but for today's session, I wanted to give everyone out there that is listening an idea of what it's like to go from a neutral vowel, not so much of a narrow vowel. Remember, the two narrow vowels, the really narrows are oo and e. We go from those, but we go to the neutral vowel, and we go from an to an a. Opens it up. Now, let's go one step further really fast before we end this.
Okay.
Let's do a combination. And this is something that I want all of you out there at home listening to this to try. We start with ma, and then we're going to go ma, 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 ma.
Uh-oh.
Now, we're going to, all right. But we attack it with the M. And we can start with an M.
Should the feel like the a, like as far as the brightness and presence of the?
No.
No.
No. Is a neutral vowel. It's going to drop more.
Okay.
You're going to feel it's narrower than an a, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to get that nice bright presentation moving up.
Okay.
Right. It's going to sound different and it's going to feel different.
Okay.
That you're going to have to recruit more muscle fiber to hold those coordinations in place because everything wants to widen out. We don't want that. Ma 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 ma. It's like a tongue twister. Ma 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 ma. We're in with ma. Ma 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 ma. Very good. Ma ma. Ma 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 ma. Power. One. Ma 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 ma. Don't lose that presence. Ma 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 ma. Keep it nice and bright. You're losing some of that coordination up there. Power through that. Ma 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 ma. Be careful not to punch it. Ma 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 ma. Punch it. Ma 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 ma. See how it just slid into it? Ma 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 ma. Slide into it. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. See how that makes you want to yell through that doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's fine. Ma 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 ma. Be really careful of that. Ma 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 ma. Go. Ma 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 ma. Attack those in the middle. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Good. Ma 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 ma. That's good, bro. Ma 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 ma. Hang out nicely. Good. Boy, those bars. Ma 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 ma. Now, what is it making you do? It's making you go to a heady mix early, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I noticed right here, right to that head voice. But that is what it's designed to do. It's designed to challenge those coordinations. You're going from a neutral vowel to a very wide vowel.
I was thinking, how do I not yell through this?
Right, but you did great. How do you not yell? This is how you not yell. Make sure that your volume levels are steady. The airflow is consistent throughout the whole exercise, from bottom to top, top to bottom, and for heaven's sakes, man, make sure you're crying through every note. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Right. Now next week, if he decides to come back after beating him up today, we're gonna go from a very narrow vowel, E-I-E-I, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma, me. And then we can flip-flop that. Me, ma goes to ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. So we end with the wide vowel, not the narrow.
Okay.
Right? Why are we doing all this? Why are we randomly just picking vowels out? It's like people say, why are you doing this, Dave? Because songs are going to do it. Songs are going to have vowel consonant combinations vastly more precise and infinitely like more choices in a song you're going to ever have in an exercise. Because every song's different. Every song lyrically is different, meaning you're going to have different vowel consonant patterns in infinite choices, infinite patterns.
Mm-hmm.
People don't never think about that. Infinite. I say infinite. It's pretty much that's what it is. This is finite. We can come up with vowel combinations, consonant combinations, but sooner or later they're going to end. Ascending, descending patterns, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the songs are just so complex. So we're doing our level best to mimic and challenge those coordinations through the use of narrow and wide vowels. Gets us used to, experiencing that in our music, right? Just sets it up. It's not a replacement for it. We want to work through our songs, but it's the start of a really solid muscle memory and challenging those coordinations. So anyway, all right. Tatiana, I miss you too, girl. You need to come for a lesson. It's been